Hello and welcome to Let's Play Gothic 2. Okay, we finally get order to kill the demo dragons. And I'm gonna clear this map. A valley of mines. Ooh, what the heck? The dragon, huh? Okay. Someone don't survive. Ooh, that's a lot of people.
I've heard a thing or two. You don't have to ask me that.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and without the right equipment, you'll find yourself dead in no time.
I assume that you've got the right equipment.
You guessed it. I might even sell it to you.
I hardly know who to believe these days.
What can you offer me?
Nothing special.
Do you sell information as well?
That depends. If the price is right, I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you charge?
Hard to say. But I think that 50 gold pieces for every piece of information I give you sounds about right.
It would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
No.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
What?
Where do you come from?
Watch out.
We come from, the city.
It's a bad business.
I see, from the city then.
See? You understand? Here, have a swig.
Nobody ever asks me.
What are you doing here?
We heard about the dragon hunt, so we packed up our stuff and came here. But to be honest, I don't give a shit about dragons. I just want a bit of gold. Dragons have gold, don't they?
Certainly.
Nothing amazing.
What do you know about the dragons?
I only know the stories they tell the children. You know, virgins, gold, fire breathing, that kind of thing.
Where are you planning to go from here?
No idea. We're still thinking about it.
You could go to the castle.
Wild horses couldn't drag me there. Not to the paladins. And I'm not going back to jail. I was there once, and that was enough for me.
What about the orcs?
The whole castle is surrounded. There aren't any gaps. Trying to sneak through there is insane. If you try to fight, you're a dead man. Nobody gets through there.
Ah, really?
I wouldn't have done that.
What were you in the slammer for?
The swine nabbed me for poaching.
I can't
For
help it.
2 lousy hairs. They slapped me with 10 years for that.
That was all?
Well, okay. Of course I defended myself.
And?
I couldn't do anything about it. The guy tripped and broke his neck. Honest.
You hardly know who to believe these days. That's exactly what I said. You hardly know
Sounds familiar.
You know what I mean. The rich bastards don't have any idea how we're treated. That doesn't worry them in the least.
It can't go on.
Can you teach me how to hunt?
An animal has more than just meat. You can sell the pelts or the claws. They can bring a good price. I can hardly wait to get my hands on a dragon.
Nobody ever asks.
Show me how to gut a dragon.
So you can rake in all the dough yourself, huh? Well, all right. But that'll cost you 1,000 gold coins.
That's really not my problem.
It's not worth that much to me.
Suit yourself.
Nobody ever asks for
Okay.
me these days.
It's quite dark, aren't you?
True, Intel One. It can't go without. Does he ever about duty?
Hey,
You have to
what are
step
you
in and
doing
sort
here?
things out.
That is truly the stupidest question I've heard in a long time.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Same old thing all over
I can't tell anything from that idiotic face you're making. That's why I have to ask.
Your mouth's too big for my taste. It's time somebody shut it for you.
I can't believe it.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
That's...
Thanks for the gold, you hero. I think I had better take this weapon.
brutal.
Do you have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it. I need something alcoholic so I can finally get rid of these damned headaches. When I haven't had anything to drink for a while, my skull feels like it's gonna explode at any moment.
Aren't you?
Here, take this.
He simply needs to practice more.
Didn't get that from me.
Ah, that hit the spot. So,
Same old
now I
thing
can think
all
clearly
over
again. What can I do for you?
I knew that all along.
What are you doing here anyway?
We should have
I don't
known
have any
better.
idea what we're doing here or when it'll start.
You have to
And I don't
step
care
in
as long as I have enough to drink.
Aren't you? So you're a drink man.
Do you know where the dragons are then?
What's in it for me if I tell you?
I couldn't care less.
I've still got a bottle of gin.
I'd fight every dragon in the world for a fight.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Agreed. Give me the bottle. I'll keep that for a rainy day.
That isn't true.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Naturally, I can't tell you anything precise, but I've heard that there are supposed to be 4 dragons. We've seen a red glow over the highest mountain at night. I swear by my mother, if you're looking for a dragon, then you'll definitely find one there.
Of course, we got him in the end.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Staying out of it.
Naturally, I can't tell you anything. We've seen a red glow.
Sure, dick.
As it is.
I'm looking for someone who can teach me something.
I could teach you a few things. I'm the best fighter for miles around. Since we're friends, I'll give you a special price. 300 gold pieces.
Of course, we got him in the end.
Oh, that's too expensive for me.
True.
Too expensive? That's less than anyone else in my place would charge. Think about it.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I don't believe this is
Okay, and you? Oh, Gordon.
I see you've joined the dragon hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best and wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here.
deserve that.
I've never seen so many orcs in one place in all my life. It wouldn't surprise me if Garand and the paladins in the castle had all fled or been slain by now.
He thinks it's as easy as
What are
that.
your plans now?
I'll follow the boys here to the Valley of Mines first and then take off later. I really have to find out what the orcs are planning.
Ah,
I'll see you around.
Look out for yourself.
sure, you too.
Can't rely on
Hey, you!
Hey, you. Guys like you should watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell me?
I mean that the air out here isn't good for your health. And the place is just swarming with orcs and monsters. Not to mention the dragons. It's just a well-intentioned
He
warning.
wants to know.
Can you tell me anything I don't know already?
I can give you a good piece of advice, and it's even free. We can't use anyone here who faints dead away at the slightest dragon's fart. Go home. This is a job for real men.
More, believe me.
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certainly not. We don't need any self-important jerk ordering us around. When Silvio tried to act like he was the boss, we showed him and his buddies what we thought of that. There was a brawl. In the end, they left on their own. I hope Silvio wound up in a soup kettle of some orc.
That will never change.
So, you want to kill dragons?
Smart ass. So, do you know how to bring down a dragon?
I'm staying
Do you think
out
the
of it.
beast will just sit there quietly while you chop off its head? Something like that takes good planning and decisive action.
I see. And how are you gonna go about that?
First, we'll scout out where we can find the beast. Only then will we think about the best way to attack.
That's nothing to like it so worked out.
I think you won't even find a blind sheep.
What? You want me to push in your stupid face?
I don't see anything.
Well, at least you've got some gold on you.
Another brutal dead. Oh man, this weapon is actually belly or claw. If something mess with me, they got big trouble because all people be angry and gonna kill me. But you see night. I'm now going to castle. Maybe find something interesting in there. At night I don't wanna hunt the orcs. Ooh, that's a water. No lockers in here. Oh, I don't hunt now. It's too dangerous out here. Actually, you can see nothing. Nothing at all. What the? Game trolling? I think so. He banished me. Almost. What? You see? Know what? I'm going faster than I can. Oh man, that's angry. Ooh, that's big fella.
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here. A lot of us are getting really worried by now and no longer truly believe that we'll ever make it out of here alive.
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the orc palisades. He hasn't come back since. In us, be with us.
Sure. I'm going now, sleep. It's very big lighting. What's going on?
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Where do you come from?
From the mainland. My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse. The orcs leave nothing but burned out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm.
Where are your people now?
I left them. They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them. Count me out.
What else do you know about the war?
The orcs are outside the capital. But whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead. But I don't believe that.
His deeds were just.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs. And now I'm stuck here. Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
Nothing amazes me.
I shall find your sword.
That would be great.
It's just like you said.
You should look for it on the high cliff to the south.
Nobody will.
I probably lost it there, near the orc tents.
By not touching it.
Okay.
It was a really, really stupid idea to come here. I thought there was something to be had here. But there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs.
You forgot about the dragons.
How could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Where do you come from?
I've joined up with some men from the mountains. We were headed for the valley to make a real profit hunting dragons. Their leader went by the name of Silvio. Boy, what an ass. He treated me like I was his property.
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
Okay.
Can't go on like this forever.
Those are all just...
I'm back.
I can see that for myself. Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean yourself and your fellow dragon hunters, eh? You can help us, but there just aren't enough of you. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantees.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
There is a problem with the smith.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan. He is a dragon hunter, just like me, and a good blacksmith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes?
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
I'll vouch for Jan.
All right. He can use the smithy. Of course, he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
Hey, Orik.
I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again. After that scene when you were here a few days ago, maybe your appearance is a good omen.
I need more information about the dragons.
A rather large swamp has developed in the last couple of days to the west of the old castle. That's rather suspicious, wouldn't you say?
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however. Something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
You want to help us, don't you? Well then, Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I'm glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
Alright. And shoot.
How's the situation?
The camp is surrounded by orcs. They've really dug themselves in, but even more alarming are the attacks by the dragons. They have destroyed the entire outer ring by now. Another dragon attack, and we'll take heavy losses.
Did anything important happen?
You belong to those scum who call themselves dragon hunters? Really, I had expected that you had more honor in you than to join up with those people. If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
You should give them a chance.
They're getting one. Unfortunately, Garand is convinced they can be of help to us, but I'll keep an eye on them. We have enough problems with the orcs. We really don't need more trouble.
And apart from that?
Leave me alone.
Angry, angry. That's stupid. Hey, John.
Go get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work it all.
Going to change. Nobody will learn anything from me.
Hey! Are you selling any weapons?
I would if I could, but first I have to provide the paladins here in the castle with weapons. But I can show you how to forge your own weapon.
Can I buy some armor from you?
If I had any, I'd sell it to you. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
It was just like you said.
Can you make one for me then?
Well, if you want something better, you'll have to get me the materials.
What is it you need?
You want to fight the dragons, don't you? Bring me some dragon scales. With those, I should be able to cobble something together for you. 20 scales should be enough.
Where did you pick that?
It's bad business.
It can't go on like this forever.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to fight. What else?
It can't go on like
Who do you want to fight against?
I thought I'd drop in on the paladins and kick their fat asses. Idiot. Against the dragons, of course. What did you think?
You listen to the wrong people.
Don't the paladins mind you being here?
Nonsense. They have entirely different problems. Most of them are glad to be still alive. The boys' morale isn't the best. That will be their downfall. I mean, just look at those nicked blades they're fixing to go into battle with. Any reasonable warrior would desert immediately.
Have you separated from your group?
My group? I don't have a group. I'm a trophy collector. If I go home without a trophy, then I won't know what I came for. So I can't use anybody else.
Why you get so worked up?
That's all.
Have you set eyes on a dragon yet?
No. I want to get my weapons in shape before I set off.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Aren't you afraid that somebody might beat you to it?
What? Who? Silvio? Your boss really thinks he can make a killing here, huh?
I'm not one of Silvio's people. I work for myself.
Oh, all right then. Forget I said anything. Have you seen the pathetic figures he's got with him? Silvio can be glad if he gets out of here alive.
Silvio was here?
Here in the castle, you mean? Yeah, he was. But only for a short time. He chatted with a few people here and then set out again.
So where is Silvio now?
The paladins here mentioned an ice dragon in the west. It's supposed to be the most dangerous and powerful of them all. You should have seen the gleam in Silvio's eye when he heard that. One guess where he went.
You don't seem to like him.
What do you mean, like? I'm not particularly proud that I know him. Silvio doesn't have any friends. He needs people who follow him no matter what. That's not for me. I work alone.
Can you help me improve my weapons?
Improve? Better to buy something new and throw away the junk you're carrying around. Maybe I've got something for you. Interested?
What can you sell me?
I think I've got what you want.
Okay, yeah, quite good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna end this episode. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I see you into the next video. Goodbye.